signs.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line powered with
And now, we bring you the following live press announcement. Our regularly scheduled program will resume following the announcement.
Good morning. On behalf of my business partner, Ben Mullett, myself, and the rest of our team, welcome to Henceforth. We're truly honored to host today's celebration and welcome all of you, especially the 2025 Robust Retail Grant recipients. Thank you to Muriel Bowser, Director Suggs Evans, and the DSLBD team for being here and for everything you do to support the DC's small business community. Someone recently called Henceforth H Street's new living room, which we believe perfectly encapsulates our vision for this space. More than just a brew pub, we built Henceforth to be a neighborhood gathering place, a place where everyone can feel at home, meet one another, connect, and build community. We believe that places like Henceforth are more important than ever in providing a venue for discourse, and we also hope that our addition to H Street helps continue building the momentum of a small business growth along this vibrant corridor. If you haven't visited H Street lately, you're missing out. In addition to neighborhood institutions like Pie Shop, Queen Vic, Maquetto, and The Pug, post-pandemic businesses like Cynthia, Haraya, Caillou, Topori, Tiki Garden, Tango Bakery, Paste and Rhine, Dolcezza, and Little Grand, just to name a few, are all on the vanguard of the street's revitalization. We encourage everyone to spend some time rediscovering what H Street has to offer. While we're very humbled to be added to that list, it would be disingenuous to pretend that Henceforth is our making alone. As a first-time entrepreneur, I had more questions than answers, and it truly took a village to get to where we are now. From the DC Brewers Guild and local craft beer industry, to our neighboring business owners, to H Street Main Street, to the city government, we want to thank everyone for the many months of support and assistance that they provided along the way. We want to give a special thanks to Director Suggs Evans and the DSLBD team, who are always standing ready with the resources, encouragement, and real support necessary to get our doors open. DSLBD should be every entrepreneur and small business owner's first stop, and we're grateful for their partnership and for being a part of a city that invests in local small businesses. To all the robust retail grant recipients, congratulations. We know how hard you work, and we know how much this kind of support matters. These grants aren't just about keeping the lights on, they're about believing in your business, your neighborhood, and your ability to grow. I hope that Henceforth becomes a space where you all return, not just for events like these, but to relax, to connect, and to celebrate each other's successes, big and small. Thank you again to the mayor, DSLBD, and all of you being here and for everything you're doing to help DC grow its small business community.
Well, good morning, everybody. Give Ryan a big round of applause. Or should I say Mike? Mike, I'm sorry, Mike. Thank you for that introduction. And wow, this place is beautiful. So if you haven't, I'm going to build on what you said. If you haven't been to H Street Northeast in a little while, it's time for you to get here. It's good for us, too, to be back on H Street. We were just here last week talking about exciting investments in our budget. And today we are happy to welcome this new fantastic addition to the neighborhood, Henceforth. So we know opening a business is never easy. It takes courage, creativity, late nights, early mornings, a lot of risk, and a lot of passion. So today we're here to say thank you to the team behind Henceforth for choosing DC, for choosing H Street Northeast, and for choosing to build something right here in our community. And today we're talking about one business, but we are also recognizing a group of resilient, forward-thinking businesses from across DC that will receive support from the Robust Retail Grant. Director Suggs Evans and her team at the Department of Small and Local Business launched this program to give our brick and mortar businesses the resources they need to stay strong, whether that's helping with rent, buying inventory, paying staff, or upgrading how they serve customers. And since launching the program, we have awarded over $4 million to 500 DC businesses. So we know that small businesses are the backbone of our economy. You hire DC residents, you add vibrancy to our neighborhoods, and you keep dollars in DC. And that's more important than ever. We know that the next several years, we have to reverse the Doge economy in DC. That is a serious issue. Just last week, we were at Atlas, as I mentioned, to announce my fiscal 2026 growth agenda. And that agenda is focused on helping to create new jobs and new revenues. And one of the best ways that we can do that is to reduce barriers to growth and make it easier to do business in DC. So removing the red tape will help us attract business and keep business in DC. One big policy problem that we have affecting restaurants in the hospitality industry is a well-meaning initiative that passed some years ago. You may have heard of it, Initiative 82. We heard from many of our local restaurants about how Initiative 82 has made things harder, not easier. We've heard from restaurant workers how it has meant decreases in pay, not increases in pay. It has created confusion and added cost and cost industry up to 1,700 jobs in DC. So that's not what we want. We want balance. We want policies that respect workers and help small businesses grow, stay open, thrive, and keep thriving. We also want new businesses and new events, and we want Henceforth in all of the restaurants on H Street to be considered, in addition to serving the neighborhood in all of DC, but pre-game for the Washington Commanders. And we want to build, am I right? Pre-gaming on H Street, it will be a thing. Here at Henceforth and others, we want to welcome you henceforth to your new home. And to all of our robust retail grantees, we're proud of you. Keep pushing. Tell us what we need to do to keep you serving DC. And so with that, I want to invite Ryan Gordon from Queen Vic's to come up and say a few words, and then we'll hear from Director Suggs Evans.
Hey guys, thanks so much. I want to just say thank you very much to Mayor Bowser, also to Director Suggs Evans, my apologies, and to the entire DSLBD team. I've been down here for 20 years, and I look around and see a lot of faces that we recognize. And, I think about, like, when we were building our first businesses down here, what it was like then and what it's like now. And it's like when we opened our first business here on H, the skyline was a lot different looking towards that part of DC, towards Northwest. And when we were doing it, we did it as a group to build a community. And we didn't know what was going to happen. We were, I don't say cheap, we were less on our monies back in those days. And so it's like, it was one of the places in DC that we could afford. And then we worked together to kind of build that. And then so if you look around and you see a lot of places that have come and gone, and it saddens me. But things like this really make a difference, because it takes, for people that have been in this business for a long time, to get the profit, to get that money that we get, it takes a lot of sales. If you understand anything about business, it takes a lot of sales to get the money that we get. We'll say whatever that is for each person, what they've got for their grant. It takes a lot of sales to get to that. So that makes such a big difference to us. And we live on such small margins that it could take one thing, like an HVAC system going out, to really just put you under. And it's and having all these, this last 5 years has been crazy for everybody that's been in DC and in the nation, in the world, because of all the things that have been going down. But these kind of things just really kind of help us kind of get together as a group and help each other. And this just makes such a big difference to us. And we want to just say thank you to you guys for that. And looking at Anwar here, he's been with us from the beginning. And Anwar, we don't see eye to eye on everything, but we work together on one thing, which is H Street. And in DC, when I say H Street, I mean DC. This is my part that I know about. I couldn't tell you what happens in Northwest too often unless I get invited to that part of the city. But my main thing is H Street, and working with Tony T, Sandra, all these businesses that have been down here for such a long time. And then seeing kind of the influx of what this used to be is henceforth now, but before there's a place before H Street Country Club that Anwar and I were talking about before, but just kind of seeing that transition. But in the whole, we have like a very small community of people that have been down here that have been like kind of our kind of like hub. And it's been really, really awesome to kind of see like how we've grown, how we can help each other. But that's the main thing for this is working together. And saying what you're saying before, Mayor, is like we've got at the minimum amount of time, we've got 4 years, hopefully only 4 years with this people we have today. It's going to take us together to make us succeed as a whole for Washington, D.C. I want to be there for you. I want to support you wherever we can do. We need to talk to each other, make sure we talk to each other about things that's going on, where our low points are and our high points are to kind of like help others, help people like Henceforth coming into D.C. to like be successful. You know, as people know me, I'm a doer. I'm not a politician, but I have a massive heart, and I'm there for anybody that needs anything. Anwar will tell you that. Tony T will tell you that. Sandra will tell you that. So getting in front of people is not like what I like to do. I'm a Marine. I'm also a restaurateur, but I want to make sure that we work together to be successful. And things like this make such a big difference. Thank you for giving me this time to talk to you guys about this. I think we need to just kind of lock in and just get ready for the next couple of years that's in front of us, and then be here for each other and help each other wherever we can. So I'm gonna stop at that. I have all this stuff written down. I haven't even looked at it yet. So I think it all kind of comes from your heart. So I think that, you know, let's just be there for each other. So I'm going to let you go. I don't know who goes behind me. You're supposed to be after me, but we'll go to. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ryan. And of course, I always want to make sure I'm thanking our Mayor Bowser for always showing up for our small business community. And good morning, DC family. Good morning. We're coming right off the heels of DC Small Business Week, where we spent a full week recognizing the incredible role our small and local businesses play in shaping our neighborhoods and driving our city forward. Today, we are keeping with that energy as we welcome Henceforth to H Street and celebrate the 2025 Robust Retail Grantee Awardees. This year, DSLBD awarded over $570,000 in grant funding to nearly 60 businesses across all 8 wards. These funds helped with everything from rent to payroll and operations, real support for the real needs of our entrepreneurs. At DSLBD, we believe that every business owner in DC or anyone considering starting a business should know we are your first stop. Whether you need help getting started, navigating the licensing process, accessing capital, or preparing to grow, we are here for you. DSLBD plays a vital role in providing technical assistance and hands-on support. Our office empowers local businesses and entrepreneurs to ensure that they thrive in DC. As the Mayor has stated, this is about building a stronger DC, one where more residents can become employers, more neighborhoods can have thriving corridors, and more businesses can grow right here at home. And to our robust retail grantees, we are so incredibly proud of you. You have earned this. Give yourselves a round of applause. We know that you are wearing every hat, from CEO to cashier to community advocate. But what you are doing matters. Never forget that. You are creating spaces where people feel seen, where culture lives, and where opportunity begins. And DSLBD is here to be with you and to walk with you, not just here when there's a ribbon cutting, but when you need someone to talk to, when you need that voice and support, we are here for you. So again, thank you, Mayor Bowser, for always supporting our small business community. Thank you to our robust retail grantees. We are here to be your partner. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague and friend, Executive Director of H Street Main Street, Anwar Salim.
Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Anwar Salim, the Executive Director of H Street Main Street. And it's truly a pleasure to welcome all of you here to one of DC's most iconic and resilient quarters, 8th Street Northeast. I want to thank Mayor Bowser, Director Suggs Evans, and the team at DSLBD for always making space for conversations that turn into real investment like the Robust Retail Grant Program. 8th Street Main Street has been working for years to revitalize and uplift this quarter, block by block, business by business. We support hundreds of entrepreneurs, help bring new life to once vacant storefronts, and kept the heart of this quarter beating through every turn and from every construction to COVID. Our goal has always been clear: support small business, preserve culture, and to make sure long-standing residents and new entrepreneurs alike can thrive. None of this happens in a vacuum. It happens through collaboration, and I'm proud of the relationship we have built with Mayor Bowser, administration, and DSLBD. Again, I want to say I am proud of this relationship that we've built with the Bowser administration and DSLBD. Through programs like Main Street programs and clean teams and robust retail, DC government have shown that it's not just talking about small business, it's investing in it. These partnerships are proof that what can happen when local knowledge and government resources come together for the good of the community. I'll be honest, like many commercial quarters, 8th Street has had some tough moments, but standing here today, there's a real sense of hope in the air. We're not just coming back, we're growing forward. Mayor Bowser's transformation growth agenda is about more than just dollars, it's about vision, opportunity, and building a future where places like 8th Street remain creative, vibrant, and inclusive. That gives me hope, not just for 8th Street, but for every quarter in the city. To all the robust retail grantees, congratulations. You are the future of this quarter in this city. And to our partners in government, thank you for believing in the potential of 8th Street Northeast and showing up for the businesses that make DC what it is. Let's keep pushing forward. Again, thank you. Mayor Bowser, as we open now for questions and answers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, we'll take a few questions. Yes. Questions? Yes.
Thank you. Hey, Mayor, Josh Chapin at Channel 7. Excuse me. A lot of businesses probably looking at this saying, how do I get my grant? You know, they want to expand and develop different streets like this. I think a lot of folks wonder how they can get involved.
Sure. Rosemary can give you the kind of history of the grant.
So our Robust Retail Grant began in 2019, and it came from, as Anwar mentioned, just having conversations with our small businesses. We award this grant every year, so I would first encourage anyone interested that's a brick and mortar business to go to dslbd.dc.gov for the opening of when applications will resume for this Robust Retail Grant. But it began in 2019, and we have awarded over 200 businesses with this grant.
Thank you. And in our neighborhood corridors, and we hear frequently from residents about wanting more neighborhood serving retail, more restaurants, more places to go right in the community. And we really work, especially with our partners in the main streets, in the bids, to help cultivate interest in our various corridors for retailers. And so we continue to do that. Any other questions? Yes.
Mayor, off topic, I know obviously you spoke about the importance of Medicaid and the potential cuts that could be coming now that the Republicans have presented something. Any update that you have, and your call obviously to maintain DC's portion of what we've been getting for nearly 30 years?
Well, my early read, my staff reports to me that our concern about changing the DC match is not showing up in the committee print, so that's good news. But it's I caution all of us to keep pushing on that issue, stay vigilant because it's not over. We want to continue to make our concerns known to the House and to the Senate. Yes.
Yeah, I do have a grocery store in Washington, D.C.
You have a what?
Grocery store.
Okay.
So I do live in Alexandria, Virginia. But I was applied for a grant to purchase commercial property. I was denied it because I don't live in Washington, D.C. So is there any way or is there any option?
Is that for the commercial
Acquisition.
acquisition fund? No, that is for DC residents and businesses, which is, but you know, this property here, you can live. I see some signs going up. No, I understand, but that particular grant is for legacy businesses, DC businesses. But there are probably other, and please, there may be other programs that you qualify for. We want more grocery. Where are you looking?
If I buy, I want to buy it on H Street.
Okay,
this block.
so please work with Anwar and Rosemary, because while that program you don't qualify for, there are probably others that you do. We have a food access grant, for example, that may be helpful.
Mayor, just real quick, and we acknowledge crime is at a 30-year low, right? And a lot of people are opening businesses, wondering what the city is doing to keep businesses like these safe, no matter just here on H Street, but all over the city. Can you speak to that a little bit on what your office is doing to keep these businesses, you know, safe from crime as well?
I think my staff told you to talk to the chief about any questions you had about crime. The thing that we're very focused on for our restaurants is making sure they have a fair climate to conduct business. And right now we know that, you know, restaurants are facing some headwinds that are out of all of our control, inflation and tariffs and insurance cost, you name it. They're facing more costs than they did just a few years ago. But the difference in the policy environment in D.C. compared to Maryland and Virginia is the labor pay requirements and the elimination of tips as part of the wage. So that's what we are asking, we will be asking the council to think long and hard about and make sure that our restaurants can compete and not just open, but stay open. Okay, that's it. Thank you, guys.
We now return to our previously scheduled program, already in progress.